Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Back again here on a Monday night for the top Hat Comics Super Late Model Series. And tonight we're going at Thompson Speedway, 125 laps, 67 miles around this 0.53 mile racetrack. These guys have been out there practicing, a lot of good race time, or a lot of good times being said, I should say. Go ahead and bring up our ticker here. You guys can check it out. You got Jeff Clifton on top of the board, coming from some momentum on the Crooked Line Street Stocks. He won there Saturday night, so shout out to him. And sitting P1 in practice right now. We take a look at these drivers out here practicing, getting ready to go here for the Thompson 125. I'm excited tonight. I hope you all are as well. Let's go ahead and get a little quick weather report. We haven't done that here yet. Looks like we got a 57% humidity, 77 degrees Fahrenheit, and 81 degree track temperature. That track temperature is going to be cooling off, of course, once we start going under the lights. The sun's starting to go down. The lights are already starting to come on here at Thompson. Everybody getting ready to go. Alrighty. Like I said, we got Jeff Clifton top of the board right now. Chris Carroll's in P2. We're taking a look at Jason Day here in the number 52. He's third fastest on the board, looking good out there. He's turned about 78 laps here in practice. Was talking to a couple of the drivers before the race. They were complaining about the race car being tight here this evening. Not sure if that's going to change throughout the race. We'll have to see. Maybe a two-tire strategy may be in play. And again, ladies and gentlemen, check the chat out. We got a poll out there this evening. Our tire is going to play a factor. Go ahead and vote yes or no. Real simple. We'll let you interact with us here at True Sim Productions and Crooked Line. And of course, let me know who your driver is. Who you got tonight? Who you picking? He's had a stretch of bad luck here recently. He's been involved in a few incidents. I gotta go. He's looking good here in practice. We're watching him right here. I gotta go with that number 52, Jason Day. We're gonna pick him tonight. And may the racing gods be ever in his favor, because everybody I pick seems to wreck. So hopefully we'll shed some good luck on him this evening. But ladies and gentlemen, before we get into qualifying, we got to start our pre-race ceremonies. And with that being said, please rise and remove your hats for our national anthem, done as always by Joshua Rutherford. Right, and we are back live. Drivers getting ready to go to qualifying here. Real quick, shout out to Joshua Rutherford, as always, for giving us a great rendition of our national anthem. And not only that, please go subscribe to his channel, Mullet Music Productions. Well, let's get him to 100, shall we? Let's help him out. He's provided all of the music here on True Sim Productions. Let's go help Josh get to 100. Sorry, stumbling over myself a little bit this evening. We're starting qualifying. Jeff Clifton jumps out on track pretty quickly. He's going to start his qualifying run here in that number 5 Chevy Camaro. He was talking about Diamond in the corner a little bit. He was fastest in practice. A little wiggle off turn 4 there, completing lap number 1. Going to the top of the board. First driver to set a time down. Now more time starting to come in. Clifton with a 19.3 that time. We're going to see if he can improve this time. Coming out of turn number 4 and across the line. Doesn't look like he's going to improve too much. A 19.32 for Jeff Clifton. A couple other drivers are out on track right now. We're looking at the 98 here. Mitchell Muma. Still got to get that number sorted out. I'm showing 98 for him. 00 on the ticker. Really confusing. I'm sure we'll get it squared away. But Mitchell Muma goes 10th fastest on the board. 19.34. Jason Day, he just went to the top of the board with a 19.12. Maybe luck is on his side this evening. We got Brian Zimmerman in that number 28 Ford Mustang out on track right now. His 5th fastest there, just finished his 2nd lap, was a 19.22, so not good enough to improve. Gonna sit P5 though. It's a good starting position for Brian Zimmerman. Tanner Marr running some new colors out there. Digging that orange. Got True Sim Productions on the hood. We'd love to see it. He's out there about to finish his qualifying run here. Currently P15. Coming out of turn number 4 and across the line. Doesn't look like he's going to improve, and he's actually going to lose a spot there. So Tanner Marr sitting P16 right now. Scotty Stevens out on track in that number 2 MF Racing Designs butt kicker Ford Mustang. Finishing up his qualifying run across the line. Got a little bit better there with a 19.24. Is good enough for 7th position for the number 2 of Scotty Stevens. Got Brian Treadwell out on track right now in that number 48. Old school Jimmy Johnson looking paint scheme. Love to see it. Finishing his qualifying run, though, coming out of turn number 4 across the line. Fortunately, not going to be faster. Well, he's faster than his first lap, but not going to be faster to bump him up, and he's still P19 on the board. Probably just going to turn a couple extra practice laps here. And it looks like that everybody who wanted to take a time has taken a time. We still have 2 drivers. 91 of Chris Clark and the 21 of Kenny Tripp have elected to not take qualifying times. 21 super late models are going to be taking the track here this evening, ladies and gentlemen. So while we have about a minute left here, make sure you get up, go get yourself a cold drink, and be prepared for some short track racing here on a Monday night from the Crooked Line Top Hat Comics Super Late Model Series. Only 22 seconds left here in qualifying, and these drivers are going to start to grid up here for, like I said, 125 laps around this 0.53 mile racetrack. That wraps up qualifying. Jason Day's going to hold on to the pole, and Chris Carroll's going to be to his outside. And we got to start getting through this grid. 21 cars. We got to get through it quick. 2 pacing laps. Jason Day, as I said, is going to be on the pole in the number 52 with Chris Carroll on to his outside in the number 99. Starting in 3rd position will be Andrew Bogues in the number 71 with Larry Bell starting P4 in the number 43. In the number 28, Brian Zimmerman. He's going to be starting P5 with Jason Raymond, his outside, starting in 6th. Scotty Stevens in that number 2 is going to be starting in 7th position with Christian Pittman starting in 8th. Brandon Mettler is going to be starting in 9th position with Levi Allen starting in 10th. Jeff Clifton is going to be starting in that P11 spot with Jacob Torman in P12. Mitchell Muma is going to be starting 13th with Troy Tarbuck going to be starting 14th. Guy Barrett in that 02 machine, he's going to be starting in 15th with Tanner Marr in the number 4 starting in 16th. Chris Sawyer in that number 75, he'll be in 17th position with Jeffrey Miller in the number 79 starting in 18th. Brian Treadwell in that number 48 is going to be starting P19 with Chris Clark to his outside in the number 91. And bringing up the rear of the field will be Kenny Tripp in the number 21 starting in 21st. Like we're waiting for, I think, one driver here. I don't even think that the number 21 got on the grid. Maybe some engine problems, couldn't get the car fired. We're about to start rolling off now. 2 pace laps here. With it being a short track, at least I'm pretty sure it's 2. Drivers are getting ready. Gonna warm them brakes up a little bit, scrub them tires just a little, get some heat in them, clean them off. This time it goes short track racing. Shot of the field from the stands. You see Chris Carroll, he's getting ready. He's starting on that outside line too. We know this is going to be kind of a bottom feeding racetrack. Have to see what happens here. A lot of cars out here tonight. It's great to see. But who will walk home in victory lane? Walk home with the trophy. I don't know how you're going to walk home in victory lane. Pace cars off. They're coming out of turn number 4. Jason Day on the pole. And the green flag is in the air here, Thompson. Down into turns 1 and 2. Jason Day, not that great of a restart because Chris Carroll's got a good run here on the high side. He's going to make a move, gets a little loose coming out of turn number 2. 71's going to look to the inside there. That's Andrew Bogues going all the way to the apron, trying to make something happen. Completing lap 1, Chris Carroll's going to take the lead over. Got to the outside of Jason Day there. Jason's going to slot back in 2nd. Let's go back further through the field. We got a bunch of stuff going on. Everybody jostling for position back here. We got Levi Allen looking to the outside of the number 2 of Scotty Stevens here in turns 3 and 4. Trying to bring the 14 of Christian Pittman along with him. Jeff Clifton's back here. He's kind of running by himself, which is good for the moment, but not a whole lot of room to go. Sitting P10, only up 1 position from where he started. Let's go back up to the front of the field. The top 3 are pulled away just a little bit. Chris Carroll starting to gap Jason Day just a little. It's about a 3/10 gap right now to 2nd place. We go back to 4th place. It's Larry Bell and then Brian Zimmerman holding up that 5th position. And now the 44, Jason Raymond. He's up to 6th. Levi Allen has gotten around that 14. He's managed to find his way up to P7 right now. And Christian Pittman slots into 8th. Jeff Clifton is now under fire by Scotty Stevens. He's going to go ahead and get around him here going into turns 1 and 2. give Jeff Clifton 9th position here. Jacob Torman and that number 11. He's sitting P11, but under fire right now from the number 15 of Brandon Mettler. Brandon's going to look to the bottom side of the racetrack here, going in turns 1 and 2. Coming off the corner, the 11's going to get real sideways right there, coming down the back straightaway. Brandon's still trying to make something happen on that bottom. Looks like the top side's just going to prevail a little bit as the 11 gets a run off the corner. Can't make it happen. Go ahead and keep watching this battle real quick, ladies and gentlemen. I got to take care of something on the broadcasting side of things. All right, sorry about that. We got it all sorted out. My SDK was kind of going crazy. It was telling me everybody was wrecking, and that's definitely not the case. Let's go back up to the front of the field. Chris Carroll, he got out to the lead there on the very initial start and has led every lap so far. We're on lap 10 here of 125, but don't look now. Jason Day trying to close that gap. Still only about 3/10 though. Andrew Bogues, he's looking to the inside of the number 52, but not going to make a move quite yet. He's sitting in P3. Larry Bell is actually kind of running down these guys here, sitting in P4. He's kind of running by himself. He's gapped himself just a little bit to Brian Zimmerman, and now trying to run down these top 3. He's about 8/10, almost a full second there off the 71 of Andrew Bogues. Back a little bit further, the 5 took a peek underneath the 14 there, coming out of turn number 2, trying to make something happen here in 3 and 4, but can't quite get to the back bumper. Jeff Clifton's still running P9, and we got a caution out on Speedway. Not sure what happened there. Might have had something to do with the number 91 here. Let's see what we got. Coming out of turn number 4 down the back straightaway. 75's taking a peek. Ooh, that was very awkward. So it looks like he kind of, I mean, the 75 definitely pushes up right there a little bit. You can see it. But if we pause it right there, it's like right there, iRacing thinks they're making contact. And like I said, the 75 did push up. I just don't think it should have sent that 91 around like that. But them's the brakes when you're racing here on iRacing. Luckily, he didn't hit nothing too hard and should be able to get that 91 rolling again. Got Maxwell Coffee on the front of that. I love me some coffee. Had to point that out. I don't know why, but we had to point that out. Well, while we're under our first caution, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and pay the bills. We'll take a quick commercial break. Stick around.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
All right, we hate to cut it short. We'll definitely hear from our sponsor, MF Racing Designs, here shortly. but these guys went to the choose cone. Chris Carroll electing to take the top side of the racetrack. Bold move by the number 99, but it seemed to work out for him on that first start. So we're going to see what happens here. The pace car is going to duck on off. Chris Carroll fires him off, and we're back underway. Great restart there by the number 43 of Larry Bell. He timed that almost perfect as they go down into 1 and 2. Jason Day's going to lose a whole position. Well, he's going to lose a position here, but he's under fire from the number 28 of Brian Zimmerman going down the back straightaway. Larry Bell tries to slide up in front of him, clear him, but he can't do it. They're going to be side by side coming off turn number 4. And this is allowing Chris Carroll to just gap the field right now. It's almost, yeah, it's about to a full second as these guys got to figure it out. They want to go and try and race them back down. Little bit of bumper-to-bumper contact there between the 52 and the 71 coming out of turn number 2. We're almost 3 wide back here in the middle of the field. We got another caution. Another caution out on the speedway. You know, we always say, ladies and gentlemen, that them cautions, they breed cautions. Let's go to the chopper view and take a look at what happened. Oh, wow, we got a lot going on. A lot going on in front of him here. Let's see. I think a 48 might have been involved on that one. Oh, yeah, it looks like Mitchell Muma and that 98, he might have been involved a little bit, too. Let's back it up a little bit. See what all transpires here going down the back straightaway. Looks like the 2 gets, oh, no, the 98 gets in the wall a little bit there. Oh, bumps the 2 and the, or bumps the 0-2, and the 2 goes in and just turns him around. Let's get a better angle on that. Oh, wow. Not sure what happened there. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, a little bump there, and then, yeah, the 2 just kind of pushes them up out of the way. Unfortunately, everybody else nowhere to go. 79 doing a great job avoiding it through the grass, but then trying to save it comes back up and doors them a little bit. 24 having problems up in front of them. There's stuff going on everywhere right now. Okay, I guess this is a perfect time now. Let's go ahead and hear from MF Racing Designs here. Back live, and these drivers are actually about to go back green flag racing. Chris Carroll gonna fire him off here. He's gonna hold it a little bit and then fire him off. Green flag back out in the air. Down into turns 1 and 2. Good restart there for the 99 and the 71. 71's gonna take over P2, but Jason Day looking to him on the outside coming out of turn number 2. Oh, a lot of stuff going down there. It looks like Jason Day might have got held up a little bit. Definitely a little bit of right side damage on that 52 machine. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I hate to say it, but every time I pick somebody, this stuff happens. I hope he can get back up there and contend for this win. He was fast in practice, but now under pressure from the 44, Jason Raymond. Looks like Raymond's going to go ahead and let him slot back into position and get back in his rhythm here. Go back up to the front of the field. Chris Carroll only has about a half a second lead as we got another caution out on the speedway. So looking like it might have been between these 2 drivers. Oh, wow. I don't know if Scotty thought he was clear there or not, but he came right up the track on the 11. I mean, that's kind of plain as day right there, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody else doing a great job to avoid it. The 11 doesn't seem like he's too happy, and rightfully so. Definitely was to the 2s outside there, and felt like he got used up a little bit. Let's see what happens here. Showing his displeasure. Definitely not happy. So I'd imagine for how quick these yellows have been going, they're probably 2 to green right now. So when they come around, we'll see if we can't show the choose cone camera. I do have one, I just haven't. The timing has been off so far tonight, everybody. The timing has been off. Pace laps are actually really quick here at Thompson. Not bad. We can get back to green flag racing real quick. Let's see what happens here. See a lot of people going to that top side. Top side must be the way to go here tonight at Thompson. I thought it was going to be more of a bottom feeding racetrack. When I was in the driver's meeting, I heard everybody talking about kind of diamonding the racetrack a little bit, but that high side looks fast tonight. Chris Carroll keeps taking it on these restarts. Let's see what happens here. 30 laps in the books. Chris Carroll's going to fire him off. Back up, and that just checked everybody up. Nobody knows they're going to be, yep, big wreck. Kind of saw that one coming from a mile away. Not sure why we're jumping restarts here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. That was very, very interesting to say the least. I mean, we kind of saw it firsthand going on the front straightaway. I'm going to back it up. I mean, the field is in the hands of Chris Carroll, and see what happens. He's staying high. The 14 looks like he tries to go. I don't understand what we're doing 3 wide here, but you know, he might have thought the 71 was the leader. Let's continue. He checks up. Everybody else thinks they're going. They check up. And then it is just chaos back here. I mean, a lot of drivers did actually fairly well to avoid that. That was good. Being on the ball there. Still not something you want to see happen, though. You know, a lot of guys are getting some damage here. Short track racing, it shouldn't matter a whole lot, but I don't want to be tearing up them race cars. I imagine we're going to be going 2 to green here. Got 4 cars there looking like they're trying to take the wave around. Be Levi Allen, Jeffrey Miller, Troy Tarbuck, and Chris Clark. All looking like they might take the wave around. Maybe drivers came in, took some right side tires. Nope, nobody pit, so looks like they might have just got trapped behind the pace car. But it showed Chris Carroll as your leader. Larry Bell must have suffered some significant damage. He's pulling off pit road. He was on there for almost a whole minute. Probably getting some damage fixed. Gonna take a look out at our poll and chat. Our tires a key factor tonight. Split right down the middle, 50-50. I'm thinking that maybe right sides might be the way to go here tonight. I don't know. You can agree with me or not, but I'm thinking if you take 2 right side tires, I think you're going to be golden here. All right, choose cone happening. A lot of guys going to the high side, a couple going to the bottom. And it's time to re-rack them up and fire them back off once again. Chris Carroll is your race leader. He will be firing them off here. Pace car's going to duck on off. See what happens here. Chris Carroll fires off. We're back under green. A little bit more cordial of a restart there. Looks good. Everybody's calm and collected now. Go down in turns 1 and 2. Everybody going to be side by side. Tanner Marr's going to get turned around. We're still green flag. I have no idea. There's the caution. Let's go ahead and get a replay on that. We're actually going to go because that I don't want to see trees in my replay. Oh, yeah, 48. I mean, we saw it when he went down into the turn 1 there. He entered really, really low, right? Enters real low and just looks like he just pushes up the racetrack. Tried to crank that wheel, didn't slow down. And now Tanner Marr involved in a, oh man, big accident here. And Larry Bell involved in another one too. That's unfortunate. So let's see if we have a bunch of people on pit road, but mostly it was the people who were involved with that last caution. Nobody has come down pit road just yet for tires or anything of the sort. Here, a lot of these guys dumping the clutch there, save a little bit of fuel, but we're choosing. Everybody's choosing. A lot of people going to that high line again. But a few taking that inside line, and I'm telling you, that's a good way to pick up positions. You want to get into that inside line and try and make something happen. More power to you, but it looks like that outside's going to prevail most of the night. Chris Carroll's going to fire him off here. Pace car is off. Green flag is back out in the air. Chris Carroll, he's trying to keep them on their toes here tonight. He's gone early. He's gone late. Keeps changing it up. I like that. Don't want to give away the strategy. Everybody pretty much cordial going down in 1 and 2. They're side by side. Jason Day trying to take over that second position here in 3 and 4. And Scotty Stevens and Guy Barrett back here fighting over position. Oh, Clifton almost into the back of the 0-2. 0-2 almost wall riding there a little bit. Got that right front tire up on the outside retaining wall. Keeps it straight though. Heck of a battle going on back here. Oh, the 5 gets in the back of the 2. The 2's going to save it. Great save by the 0-2 of Guy Barrett. Into the wall again on the front straightaway, and Clifton is just losing a lot of time here. He's going to move him. He's going to move him. He's going to turn him. Oh, almost contact. Oh, my God. 3 wide going down the back straightaway. I'm trying to keep up with everything. There's just so much going on. Oh, and now he's going to come. Oh, Clifton, what are you doing? Turns himself on to 75. We got another yellow flag. We know what happened there. We caught it live here. Go to the far chase camera. I don't know if he might have been driving a little angry. Trying to get back in his rhythm and just comes down the racetrack onto 75, turns himself. All right. That being said, well, first taker coming down pit road, Chris Carroll. Interesting call. He's the only one, too. Let's keep a camera on him, see what he does. See if he takes right sides, fuel only. What's he going to do here in that number 99? Right sides went up. Didn't see the left side go up. Interesting strategy call. Remember, I said it earlier, ladies and gentlemen. I'm thinking 2 tires might be the way to go. We know if you only take 2, it's going to loosen that race car up just a little bit. With it being nighttime in this setup, probably fighting a tight race car. That number 99 elects to take 2 tires and now has to work his way back through the field here with 48 laps down of 125. That hands the lead over to Jason Day, and I'm sure he's loving that. He's been trying to fight his way back up there all night. Started on the pole. Lost the lead on the very initial start to Chris Carroll on the high side. He's been trying to fight back ever since. So now he is in control of this race. Again, everybody out in chat, go ahead and get your picks in. Let me know who you're going for. Plethora of drivers out here tonight. Got to be going for somebody. Like I said, I'm going for that 52. I'm thinking he's got the car to do it here tonight. And now that Chris Carroll is back in the back of the field, that's another heavy hitter in this series. He's going to have to be very patient working his way up through here tonight. We know it's tough to pass. Should be coming to the choose cone this time. Number 2 having some electrical issues going on in that race car. Shouldn't affect them too much. See what they do here. It's really hard to tell when they're choosing, to be honest. I was under the impression they were going to go at the, like, as soon as they touch the line and then they'd move. But, I mean, it is kind of clear where everybody went. We know where everybody's choosing. The high side's pretty dominant here this evening. A few drivers taking that inside, trying to gain some track position. Good move. Jason Day. We'll fire him off here. Green flag back out in the air. Here, Thompson. Down in turns 1 and 2. Jason Day got a good restart. They're going to barrel down through the corner there. Everybody side by side. The 48 almost pushing up into Chris Carroll back there. Chris Carroll had to go really high. They're 3 wide, almost going in. He's going to get turned. Did he save it? No, he didn't save that. Yeah, I kind of... that race car was really sideways. We're still green. I don't know how. They're going to have to throw that yellow before the leaders get to them. There it is. Yellow flag is out. Race control kind of worried about hitting that button there. We got to go check this out. What's going on here with this 48? I mean, all right, so they weren't 3 wide. It looked like they were from the camera angle we were initially looking at. However, I mean, you're entering really flat here on the corner. That's... And 48 kind of, you know, he didn't really give him a whole lot of space down there. He kind of came down, right? Like, kind of left him no room. 71's clearly there. It's hard to tell. Curious what your thoughts are out in chat of whose fault that was. Almost had it until he overcorrected and Christian Pittman nowhere to go in that number 14. It's an unfortunate. And trying to get it turned around, they're going to bang fenders once again. Still trying to get it sorted out. That being said, we're going to go ahead and try and get a quick commercial break in. Stick around.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
And we are back alive. Drivers coming to the choose. Jason Day still your race leader. He chose the outside. Brandon Mettler with a good strategy, trying to start something on the inside. Let's see what happens here. Lap 57 in the hands of Jason Day. Green flag is back out in the air. They're going to barrel down into turns 1 and 2. Jason Day's got a good jump there on the 15 of Brandon Mettler. Scotty Stevens got a good run on the outside in that number 2. Going to try and take over second spot. Brandon Mettler's going to look to the inside going into the 3 and 4, but not going to make something happen. He's going to have to check up big there to avoid contact with the 2. And now look, the number 28 of Brian Zimmerman trying to make something happen on the outside. Mitchell Muma, he was involved in a wreck earlier. He's got that number 98 up into P5 right now, but under fire from that number 97 of Levi Allen, and Chris Carroll has made his way back up through the field. Looking to the inside of the number 97, can't get the power down. He's got Tanner Marr to his outside. Down into turns 1 and 2, Chris Carroll trying to fight back. Tanner's going to get loose. He's going to save it. Good save by the number 4 there. Really good save. He was almost sideways through the whole corner. We'll watch that number 99 here try to make something happen. Leave a look back a little bit further. Jason Raymond was using all the racetrack there, using the apron to get a run off the corner, trying to get underneath that 0-2 of Guy Barrett to take over 10th position. And Tanner Marr! Tanner's going to get turned. Let's just go ahead and rewind it. I saw that out of my mirror. Not the mirror. I saw it out of the corner of my eye. Apparently the corner of my eye is a mirror now, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah. I mean, oh, that's, you know, that's just tough racing. That's a product of it right there. I mean, you see Pittman, he comes up, right? Comes up just a little bit. Tanner's running his line. He pinches him down, stops. And then Pittman just comes up and gives him the boot, turns him around. So Jason Day still your race leader. Lap 63 of 125. Not much longer here to go tonight. Can the 52 hold on? Can he be my first pick to actually win a race? That'd be good. Ladies and gentlemen, be sure to catch us tomorrow night, same time, 8:45 p.m. Eastern, for the Top Hat Comics Tour Modified Series. And tune in Wednesday night, same time, 8:45 p.m. Eastern time. Tanner Marr will be in the booth. He'll be calling the 87s race, the 87 Legend cars. Whatever they're called. What do they call the Legends, right? Yeah, Legend cars. The old 1987 cars. Ford Thunderbird, Chevy Monte Carlo, Buick. And then Thursday night, if I'm not mistaken, starts our Dirt Series. It's going to be 360 sprint cars, and that's going to be awesome. Be sure to tune in and check that out on Thursday night. Again, same time, 8:45 p.m. Eastern time. Again, Tanner Marr will be in the booth, and he will also be in the booth on Saturday night for the Street Stocks Series here for Crooked Line. Product of short track racing. Cautions will breed cautions. Everybody's starting to get a little impatient here. They know the race is winding down, trying to get all the positions they can on these restarts. Try and have good points night. Battle of attrition. Coming to the choose here. Day's going to take the top. Scotty to the top. Zimmy to the top. Mettler the first one to go to the bottom, just like last time. Field in the hands of Jason Day. Coming through 3 and 4. When will he fire? Fires him off, and green flag is back out in the air. Oh, we're looking 3 wide going into turn 1 back here. That's not good. Oh, the 71's going to hold it to the bottom of the racetrack. Good job by him. Jason Day, great restart. We got Mettler looking to the inside of Zimmy. Zimmy trying to make something happen to the top side of the racetrack. Chris Carroll's coming with them 2 fresh tires, though. He's found his way up into P5. He's still got plenty of time to make something happen. Not sure what just happened there. Something going on back here. We got another yellow. I think the 02 Guy Barrett might have been involved. Somebody cranked that outside wall hard. Oh no, maybe it was Raymond. Yeah, it was. It looked like his car, but I wasn't sure. Oh, okay, so it was a chain reaction, it looks like. I think Pittman might have got into the 71, which shoved him into Raymond. That's exactly what happened. Oh, yeah, the 02 did wreck. I think that's what brought out the caution. I think what we're looking at is just something else that was going on. Let's see here. Let's take a look at the 02. Let's back it up. So they're going down in a 1 and 2. Yeah, the 11 just comes up. Taps the 02, turns him around. Like I said, the laps are clicking off. Everybody's starting to get a little impatient. We're going to take another quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
iRacing, you wanted the best. You got them 4 abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt. The World of Outlaws.
We're back live here. It's like, yeah, they're definitely choosing. A lot of people taking that high side. And the interesting thing here with taking that high side is you got to worry about if the guy down below you is going to be pushing up into you. Like I said, we know the setup is tight. We've seen it happen a couple of times already this evening. Guys going in a little too deep, kind of pushing up the racetrack, getting into the left rear of somebody, and it's sending them around. Looks like it's actually going to be single file here. Unless they're coming to they might be coming to choose now. Let's see. Yeah, I believe we're going to be single file for this restart because the caution flag came out so fast. It came out within a lap, but they're still lining up 2 by 2. Jason Day looks like he took the bottom. Interesting call. In the hands of Day. Coming out of 4, he's going to fire off. Green flag back out in the air. Sure. looks like we're going to be having a special guest join us in the booth here. Jason Raymond, you with us?
I am indeed.
There you
Took
go.
the suit off, got the real suit on now. We're ready to rock.
Well, we got you set up there in Discord if you want to watch what I'm seeing there, help you out a little bit. Well, first of all, since we got you up here, what happened out there to you, man? We saw you hit the wall. What's going on out there?
Impatiency. Just being honest. People trying to shove 3 wide and stuff on restarts, and then trying to fit in little gaps that aren't really there. It's just, I mean, it's tough to pass. People are trying to get to the top. I get it, but they're forcing the issue a little bit more than they need to, and it's just causing some mayhem.
Well, we got to actually look and see what happened on this last caution. I didn't show the viewers what happened, and I'm not sure if the 98 might have. Now the pitman gets into the back of him, sends the 11 down in the infield, and it looks like he just trying to get it back going, spins the tires. Don't want to miss the action here. I don't know when they're choosing. That's the hardest part, Raymond, is figuring out when they're choosing out here.
Oh, I know. Wednesday nights when I'm up there for the 87s, it's like we just kind of sit there and hope it's choose cone and then look at the lights on the pace car, and then we'll know.
Well, I assume we're going to be going single file here, right? Because we had a caution within the first lap of green flag.
I think so, yeah. It's probably, I mean, it should be at least. Usually it is. So we're going to find out here. I haven't heard anything about choose cone yet over the comms since I still have that luxury. But we will just wait and see. Does it look like they might be choosing? No.
No, I think it might still be. I think it's going to be single file. I mean,
Yeah,
that caution came out right before they got into turn 1 and 2 there.
Yeah, it should be single file, I think. If it's not, choose cone will be right here. But we're going to just wait and see.
Well, who do you got tonight now that you're done and loaded that car up on the hauler? Who are you picking?
Oh, man. I got to go with... I got to go with a teammate. It's a little homer, but Jason Day, fast in practice. I think he might be pulling some strategy. I'm not sure, but we'll just have to wait and see.
Well, how ironic. That's my pick, too.
Oh, well, I mean,
Oh, you're good.
great minds think alike, right?
Yeah, like I said the same thing. He looked fast in practice. He put it on the pole. I mean, you know, had a little trouble there on that first start, but he's found his way back up into P1 and going to try and win this thing. So, yeah, I got to go with the 52.
Yeah, I mean, this track's so hard to pass that, like I said, so, I mean, the guy up front has the advantage, for sure. As long as he doesn't have to pit, I feel like he'll be all right as we're going to get ready to go back green here.
Pace car's going to duck on off. Jason Day is going to have the field in his hands. Coming off turn number 4, he's going to fire it off. Green flag back out in the air. Going down. And,
As they are wrecking once again, down to the infield, hits the inside wall.
That's not going to bring out a caution, though.
And look at the gap he's already starting to... Oh, there, big wreck. As right off turn 2, that's it. Off corners here is deadly. Even in real life, I've been here multiple times. I mean, the racing's a little bit better, but most, if not all, of the accidents here happen on corner exit.
Looking like the 75 might have been involved there. I'm just going to go ahead and back it up. He's definitely looped around here. And that's, see this right here, this is what we've been seeing all night before you joined us, Jason, is just that right there, a little bit of left rear contact, and that just sends someone around. And I hate to say it, but there was a little bit of gap of that old neck code brewing there, but still, you know, them's the breaks when racing online.
Yeah, we're all sitting in our rooms, and it's definitely not. I mean, it's great simulator, right? But there's the imperfections. I mean, difference in connection causes stuff like that. And I think there was actually another accident in that whole situation a little bit further down the backstretch.
Who'd you have involved?
I want to say Scotty Stevens, but it was a black and gold car, so I think it was.
Road. Let's see if we can go back. Might have to fast forward a little bit here. Oh no, that's the last caution. We don't need that. What am I doing?
So we're gonna
There we go.
try to find this one here. Yeah, I think. So we can take a look here. Side by side with Chris Carroll. Oh.
Ooh, just comes up the track a little
Oh.
bit. Yeah, I mean, it looked like he kind of came up the track a little bit of door contact with Carroll, and they just couldn't keep it straight and sent him around.
As these corners, like I said, get very tight, and it's just, I mean, that's what we've seen all night. I'm sure. I've been out on track most of the night, but I know when I was side by side with someone, it's pretty hard to keep it down there on corner exit.
Yeah, we were talking about that a little bit earlier. We noticed that the 99 of Chris Carroll, he came down pit road on lap 46, and he only took right side tires. And I was telling the crowd, or the viewers, I should say, that that might help loosen up that race car because you guys were saying it was really, really tight.
You know, I didn't think of that. When I pit and took tires, I took 4. I mean, it might have been a smarter call to take 2, actually. I didn't even think of that. Probably help rotate a little bit through the center and corner exit.
Yeah, I tried it at Martinsville. It didn't work out too well in the street stocks, but it looks like it's working pretty well for Carroll. I mean, he's had to make his way back up through the field here, but he's still going to have to get around Brian Zimmerman, who we know is really fast, and Jason Day, who we know is pretty quick as well.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a lot of time left, so I mean, anything's possible. I mean, yeah, we got plenty of time left for. I mean, even the guys in the back, their race isn't over yet. They have more than enough time to get up there, especially with choose cone. That plays a huge role. I mean, you can go from the back to the front row if everybody goes to the outside.
Yeah, and look at the strategy being played here. We saw Zimmy take the high side the last couple of restarts, now taking the inside. See what happens here. Pace car's off. Coming out of turn number 4, Jason Day's got him. He fires off. We're back under green. Big wheel spin by the 28, though.
A pretty big jump for Jason Day as he heads down into turn number 1 there, side by side for second. And also, I mean, a huge battle for the top 5 right now. Look at all that. All over the track, these battles.
Yeah, we got the 14 of Pittman and Tanner Marr, and we got another yellow out.
This caution is back out once again.
Not sure who was involved. I know it was behind them. Yeah, it's between the 24 and the 02, it's looking like.
Oh, 2 teammates got into it.
So let's
see what happened here.
Oh, that looks like a product of both drivers, in my opinion. I mean, if we watch the seams here on the racetrack, you can see the 02's gradually coming up the track, but it kind of looks like 24 jerks to the left just a little bit at the last second. But the 02 was clearly coming up. So, I mean, you know, we'll let the chat. I always let the chat decide who's at fault. So if you want to take your guess at who you think is at fault, go ahead.
It's definitely a hard one. If I was race control, I wouldn't really know how to put that one. I mean, they were going for the same real estate, right? I mean, yeah, they got to try to gain everything they can on restarts, especially.
Well, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and let these drivers sort it out. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
iRacing, you wanted the best. You got them 4 abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
And we're back live here at Thompson Speedway. Looks like they did do a choose car, or you said you were listening to race control. What's race control got to say there?
I thought they were talking about how it should be single file since they're not completing laps, but I guess they're just going what iRacing tells them, maybe? I don't know.
Well,
I thought they were going single file.
That puts Zimmy back on the inside. He's got to get a good jump here. Day's going to fire off. Green flag, and looks like Zimmy got a better restart there this time.
Didn't spin the tires at all, but that bottom side, he's going to be side by side with his teammate coming off turn number 2. Actually, he gets a pretty decent run.
Hey, he cleared him right there, but still under fire from that number 99. Going through turns 3 and 4, can Brian Zimmerman run down Jason Day? And the real question is, can Day hold off the charging field?
If these two behind him start battling, that's definitely what he'd want to see. As I mean, he could just probably drive away. It's just so hard.
Yeah, we noticed that when you get up underneath somebody, it's so hard to get the power down. Christian Pittman in the wall a little bit right there. No harm, no foul. But yeah, it's so hard to get the run because we see everybody kind of diamonding the corners. Is that the fastest line around here? Because I thought it was going to be a bottom feeding racetrack.
Yeah, definitely diamonding the corners and the outside is definitely the lane to be here. I feel like, you roll the outside a lot, you can get a huge run off the corner, but diamonding it off the corner, it gives you a little bit of power. You can put the power down a little bit, not too much. It's just a very tricky and kind of confusing racetrack with Zimmerman's up in the fence.
Chris Carroll's going to give him plenty of room, though. We caught that on the roof cam. Pushing that 28 too hard, got into the outside wall, kept it straight. We stayed green. Good job.
Yeah, it was a good job by him and everybody around him to avoid that, as that could have been very, very bad. As that car looks pretty tight now. Look at him. He's drifting up the corner a little bit.
Oh, yeah. He was tight coming off that corner before, and I imagine he broke something in that race car because he smacked that wall a ton.
He drove up on 2 wheels. He must have something broken in the suspension at least.
He's losing ground to the number 14, and Pittman is somebody we haven't really mentioned a whole lot tonight. He was involved with an incident there with Tanner Moore and a couple other drivers earlier. Looks like he's got a clean race car out there trying to run down the 99 and Chris Carroll, and Carroll doing everything he can to run down to 52 a day.
Yeah, Pittman, he's actually pretty good at this racetrack. I know last time we were here he had a good run. He's kind of been quiet tonight, though. Usually he's up front making some noise and racing pretty hard, but I feel like he's had such an up and down night that it's just, you haven't really seen too much of him, and he's showing himself now. It's go time. So we're gonna have a battle for the lead, it looks like. Chris Carroll gonna be looking to the inside as Day hits the wall.
And Carroll gave him a really good break right there. Didn't look to the inside, got out of the throttle. We were riding on board with Carroll when that happened. Gave him a little shot, but as you said, Raymond, these cars are tight here tonight.
Yeah, especially through center. I feel like it's more center than anything, but that translates to exit. When you're trying to get back on the gas and you're already plowing up the track, it makes it even worse. You can see it. You've seen it all night long, I'm sure. People getting tight, hitting the wall. I know I hit the wall a couple times, so definitely shows. If you look at the right side of those cars, I'm sure there's a scrape on about every single one of them.
Chris Carroll's trying to do everything he can to take over the race lead. We got 24 laps to go here. Put a blanket over your top 3, and then back to Zimmy in 4th place. He's about a second off 3rd place, Christian Pittman.
As that damage, or that contact with the wall really hurt him as he was up there running P2 before that, as we are getting a battle for the lead. Chris Carroll going to be looking to the inside as Pittman's going to roll to the outside. Oh! Yeah, that was really close.
You could tell Carroll lost all of his momentum trying to make that move on the inside lane, and Pittman tried to make something happen on the top side. So now Carroll's going to have to worry about that. Where's he going to make his move on Day, or is he going to ride behind him and wait? Still 22 laps to go. That's a long way.
It definitely is, but you got to think, with the guy right behind him, if either of those top 2 make a mistake, 3rd place can capitalize on it. So you got to be passive, but not too passive.
Yeah, I'd say Christian Pittman, at number 14, he's in a good spot right now. Like you said, these two start racing, they make contact, he just slides right on by. But we also know that, from Saturday nights, we know that could not be how it plays out. 3rd place car could get taken out too, 4th place could win it. So anything could happen here. but Chris Carroll's trying everything he can besides beat off that back bumper of the 52.
Yeah, I mean, you always say usually when you go to a plate track, the race isn't over till it's over, but I mean, it's been demonstrated multiple times throughout the season already in all of our series that the leader could change coming off turn 4. It could be the guy in, like you said, 4th. Top 3 get together, drag race to the line, doesn't turn out. Oh, they're going to be side by side entering turn number 1 now as Pittman's going to
he's got a bumper there.
Carroll.
He's there. Great move by the number 14. He saw it. Like I said, Carroll had to worry about it. Maybe them 2 tires ain't working out to his favor right now. Pittman into the wall coming down the front stretch.
These guys are racing super hard up front, and I mean, I understand why. It's laps are ticking down now as we're getting a little bit of green flag run. Chris Carroll's just going to check up and give him the spot and try to settle back in, go back to work.
And now he's going to be in the same spot Pittman just was. So now can Pittman run down Day, and will they get into it and Carroll run past both of them?
It's definitely something to watch for. Zimmerman is still about a second back, I believe. He's still right there. He's hanging on, as I think they're going to be coming up on some lap traffic here rather shortly. So it could play into effect as well. We'll have to see how they navigate through that.
Huge factor, that lap traffic. We know it is. You got 2 guys. It looks like, the 75 and the 79. They're racing for position, so they're not going to lay over very easily for these guys who are coming. At least I would expect them not to. I mean, you're going for every point, right?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't just move over personally. I'm trying to get those points, that spot, and we're gonna have to see what happens here. As if they go side by side, it's gonna be really interesting to see what these top 3 end up having to do.
I tell you what, that 14 keeps looking fast in the center of the corner. He gets right up on the back bumper a Day, but then just kind of loses it coming off the corner.
I wonder if it's just how they're braking and entering the corner, because I mean, Pittman could be driving in a little bit deeper, so he has a better run through center. But and Day's braking earlier, get back to the gas a little bit earlier. It's so unique how in racing, I mean, people think, oh, they're just turning left. It's so unique, the different braking points and different acceleration points, that I mean, it really could make or break your race and how your speed is.
Wow, so I kind of have to eat my own words right there, Raymond. It looks like those 2 lap cars gave those guys plenty of room.
I'm kind of surprised. That's ultimate respect right there. And they're still battling. Look at them. They gave him room, and they're still duking it out.
Yeah, they're still fighting for position. Oh, the 14 going for the race lead here, coming out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. They're going to be side by side.
As they enter turn number 3, let's see what happens here. Carroll's going to roll the outside of the 14 now.
Carroll's making the same move that Pittman pulled on him. He learned something there in those laps. We got 11 to go.
Pittman's going to run him up a little bit. Pittman 4. As they are driving their absolute wheels. Oh, I think Day's the pit. Day might be out of fuel.
Day might be out of fuel. He's slowing. Sorry, Raymond, we had a little hiccup there with the stream. I don't know what was going on. It was kind of lagging, loading a little bit. We're back, though. So now, 8 laps to go. Chris Carroll got to run down Pittman. And as I said, there it is. I picked Jason Day. There's the broadcaster's curse as he brings that 52 down pit road.
Oh, he had the dual broadcaster's curse tonight, actually. We really beat him up with the broadcaster's curse, man. And you got to think, too, if Carroll does get to Pittman, is he going to be nice? Do you think he'll be nice after their a little bit of contact?
I don't know. After running him up the racetrack, I think we might see a little chrome horn action going on here tonight at Thompson.
That'd definitely be interesting. As I don't know, Pittman seems to actually be kind of extending the gap now.
It's 3/10 gap right now. Carroll's running a little bit different of a line, but you're right. It's gaining just a little bit going down the back straightaway. Not much. It still maintains about a 3/10 gap. Coming out of turn number 4, 5 fingers in the air from the flagman. It's going to be 5 laps to go. Pittman into the outside wall again. Now, if he keeps making those mistakes, Carroll's going to run right up on him just like he is now.
The high 5 is in the air as they head down the back stretch and into turn number 3. The gap is actually closing after a little bit of mistake. Let's see if he can keep it off the wall this time as he does. 4 laps to go here tonight.
He is looking like he's driving the absolute wheels on that thing, cranking that wheel as much as he can to keep that race car off the outside wall. Carroll trying everything he can to run him down. And remember, Carroll's on them 2 right side tires, but it doesn't look like they're being effective that much.
Oh, the caution is out.
Now what do you do?
I don't know. That's gonna change some stuff.
Looks like it might have been the 71. Let's see here. Showing right under the yellow flag here. It's showing something. Uh-oh. 71 and Tanner. Tanner might have been involved in another one. Let's see what happens. Back it up just a little bit, going down to the corner. Oh, no. Oh, no. 15. Okay.
Oh,
okay. Yeah.
Okay.
That's intentional.
All right. I will be back.
Got some beef here at this short track racing. Now we're going to extend it to a green, white, checkered. It's going to be crooked line overtime. Old Jason Raymond's down there having a word with race control right now. We caught it live here. 71 had enough of the 15. 15 hit him pretty good, but I don't know. Maybe he felt like he didn't have enough room, but that took out some other race cars, and that's just not good. Want to apologize for the little hiccup. I saw the stream loading. I have it pulled up here on my phone. I always keep it up just so I can watch the chat and talk to you guys if you ever say anything. But we had a little bit of a loading issue. I reloaded the software and everything, and we're back up. We're good to go.
As I am also back up in the booth, I had to go get a donut real quick from the concession stand down there.
Hey, you had to go talk to race control. Don't lie to me.
I had to get a donut and talk to race control.
Well, all right. Was it at least cream filled?
It was an apple cider donut.
All right, get out of here.
Oh, dang, man. I brought you one, though.
Oh, all right. Well, if you brought me one, I guess you can stay.
All right, sweet. As we got three laps to go here tonight. So we're going to see. That caution changes a ton. That's a huge difference maker. As look at this. Tanner Marr, new contender up front.
We know how he's feeling tonight. I don't think it's going to be elbows out right here. It's going to be elbows out. 3 laps to go. Going to be 2 when we take the green flag. Field in the hands of that 14 of Christian Pittman.
As pace car is off. As they're going to get ready to go back green here. Pittman fires off. As Tanner spins the tires.
Oh, but they kept it straight.
Oh. Down into turn number 1. Pittman's got a huge gap now as the top 4 or 5. I don't even know.
Tanner's fighting Chris Carroll here.
So he's going to drive it down into turn number 3 as he's going to drift up a little bit. Slight contact. No harm, no foul there as they come off turn number 4. White flag is out.
Tanner Marr trying to get that podium here in the super late models. Trying to get around Carroll. He's going to have to block Zimmy. Zimmy's got a good run. Oh, little contact there between him and Scotty Stevens. Tanner's just got to hold it off here to get 3rd position. Coming out of turn number 4, though, it is going to be Christian Pittman taking home the win here tonight. Zimmy looking to the inside. Tanner gets 3rd. Great race.
What a finish. Tanner capitalized on that late race caution. Choose Cone played a huge role.
Yeah, he managed to finish P3, and we're going to get to talk to him tonight and hear what he has to say. Fireworks going off in the background, but your race winner here tonight is Christian Pittman.
As we're going to watch him burn it down. And this is Pittman's first race back in a while, so you know he's going to be excited about it. As he burns it down to that number 14 MF Racing Designs paint scheme. Beautiful MF Racing Designs paint scheme. So we got, that's a nice camera right there. And there you go. So we're going to get ready here to talk to our top 3 momentarily.
Yep, we're going to go to a real quick commercial break, and when we come back, as always, post-race interviews. And we are back live, and we got to get these post-race interviews underway. First person we need to talk to is P3 finisher Tanner Marr. He's climbing out of that number 4 super late model. I'm sure he's tired. But Tanner, you got to walk me through how'd that last restart play out for you. Did you think you had something, or are you happy with the third?
Well, I hope my mic don't mess up. I got a new mic coming here tomorrow. I told Pittman, I was like, I'm winless this season. Car's completely killed. I had almost 2 minutes worth of damage that I never got fixed. And I was like, I don't have a shot for the win, but for whatever reason, they all went high. I'm going to let them drag right. I'm always going to go to the front row if I can. And tried so hard, we knocked the tires off. And luckily, I had a teammate behind me and Zimmerman and Carroll around me. They gave me a chance to gather it. So that third place is all thanks to them.
Well, hey, man, you still can't complain about a third-place finish here tonight. We know you were involved in a couple accidents. As you said, you had some damage on that race car. Can't complain about that third place. Who you got to thank on that number 4?
Well, Sam, I want to, before we even get to any of that, I want to say thank you for coming on board. These last 3 races have not been very good. I don't know what to do to fix it, besides just get rid of people, and I don't want to do that, right? But I'm hoping they get better, but they're not going to get better until I do something. So I know it's on me now. I've tried to leave it on the drivers. Obviously, it's on me. So, and the admins, everybody that helps me, right? Raymond, Carol, Zimmy, Sexton, all of us, we're going to have to put something together. But other than that, I got to thank MF Racing Design, Savage Edge Apparel, McConey Setup Shop, FB Sim Racing Button Box, Raise Energy, BAM Racing Videos, and I don't know if I said McConey, the Butt Kicker, all them guys, man. Just thanks everybody, and thanks for the team, 5 Kings Motorsports. We're on the road to 2,000 followers. If you could, give us a like on Facebook. Sorry I'm not too happy tonight, but it is what it is, right? It's racing. Short track racing. It's Thompson. We'll be back tomorrow night.
Well, hey, man, like I said, you can't complain about that third-place finish. You made the move and capitalized on it when you needed to. So we'll let you go celebrate that with your team, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
Thank you, boss.
And that was driver of the number 4, Tanner Marr. And I believe you're catching up right now with our second-place finisher, Chris Carroll, Jason.
Chris Carroll. Oh, he's got me. He already knows. He knows the deal. As he is up here in that True Sim Productions booth. So we saw you qualified second, ran up front for a long time, and then had to pit. Take me through your race coming back up to the field tonight.
I was just trying to be smart, man. That's not a place I like to go racing at. If guys wanted it, they could take it. I didn't want to, I was just trying to get out of there clean and not get wrecked. And even at the end, I mean, Jay made a mistake, and I took my shot real easy. I didn't push the issue. And, Pittman got around the high side there, and I kind of just let him go. I mean, he had the position, and I wasn't going to, be stupid and end up wrecking my car there.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a tough place to pass. A lot of incidents here tonight. It was fun. I'm sure it was fun. It was a good race while I was out there. But who do you got to thank on that number 99 machine for making it so fast every week?
Yeah, the guys, Raymond. I was going to thank Zimmy and the Pit Lizard boys at USAFirearms.com. There's, Larry Bell, Guy Barrett, Troy Tarbuck, always Zimmerman, and all the boys that we race with. We're out there having a good time. But Yeah, it was tough getting up there. It was tough getting through there, Raymond. I don't know what happened to you, but there's murder happening everywhere. I hear you, man.
Yeah, it was definitely a action-packed race here tonight, as we will allow you to get back down there to talk to your teammates, celebrate the P2 finish here tonight, and we hope to be talking to you next week.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
That was driver the number 99, Chris Carroll, coming home in second. But we got to talk to the man of the hour here. As Jason said, it's his first time back here in a while. He's climbing out of that super late model, getting a win here tonight at Thompson. Christian Pittman, how's it feel?
It feels pretty good. This is the first time I've played the sim in probably about 3 months. So it feels good to come back tonight and get a win. But, I mean, I was rusty at the first. There's 2 accidents I caused that were just pure, just not have raced in a while. I made a mistake. But it's pretty cool. Once we got going, it was good.
Yeah, man. I mean, you had to pretty much battle your way up through the field a couple of times. I mean, was it difficult for you? Was it hard to make passes? I mean, kind of walk me through how you got up there and managed to take over the lead and win this thing.
A lot with the choose cone, because a lot of guys were choosing the top. Just, the top was where you should be. But if you would pick the bottom and you could fight your way up either off of 2 or off of 4 and get in line, you could gain, 3 or 4 positions. So I tried to elect the bottom as much as I could. And then once we got to the top 5, I knew that Carroll, Zimmerman, and Day were going to be the main guys. And I just waited, and Zimmerman made a mistake, got to 3rd, and then Carroll was trying to pass Day, and I had the opportunity to get by Carroll, and then I was just hoping Day would make a mistake. And then I heard over the radio he was running out, so then we were kind of in the catbird seat from there.
Well, hey, man, you managed to make the right calls tonight, and you managed to take home a win. Like we said, first time back. You said it, first time back on the sim here in a while. Who you got to shout out on that number 14?
My grandparents, as always, my dad and my girlfriend, my buddies at Lazy Days for watching the race tonight. 5 Kings Motorsports, MF Racing Designs, all the guys over at 5 Kings, especially Tanner for everything he does for this league, and you guys for broadcasting.
All right, man. Well, hey, go celebrate that win with your team, and hopefully we'll see you here in the following days in the other series, see you back out on track a little bit more. But go celebrate that win, and we'll see you later, man.
Thanks, Sam.
That was your race winner, Christian Pittman, and that's pretty much going to do it for us here. Any final thoughts, Raymond?
Man, that was just a good race once it got going. It took a while to get going, but it was fun. Definitely a lot of hard fights, hard battles throughout the entire field, and just a couple of mistakes from some people. It changed some people's races, but I mean, that's racing, right? It's a tough track, very bumpy, very tight, and it was just all in all a very action-packed race.
Definitely action-packed. You got your finishing results up on the screen right now. Remember, Christian Pittman taking home the win, Chris Carroll second, Tanner Moore third, Zimmy in fourth, and Levi Allen's your top 5. Y'all can read the rest of it. What we're going to do is we're going to get out of here because we got to go and get ready for tomorrow night, the Tour Modified Series. Make sure you check it out, and we will see you tomorrow. Later, everybody.